Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back to Firebrands, where we're branding fire, aka we're dating each other.
TM.
Nerps brand fire.
Cool. All right, so we just had our first game. We had a dance. Kelsa was the one who started us off. So now we're open to anything we want to do. I have a scene in mind. If someone else doesn't want to go already, if someone else has already been kind of biting at the bait, chomping at the bit for something, I will totally yield.
I have a scene in mind, but I can wait, so maybe I can be up next or something.
It's fine by me. All right, so here's my scene. So this is a private scene. I think it's a stealing time together, technically, between Aiden and myself.
Ooh, that's interesting.
This is the same night. This is either like during the what do you call what's the fancy term for dessertif?
Aperitif is that
Or
aperitif?
Aperitif.
Oh yeah,
Like
aperitif.
there's-
Yeah, aperitif. Yeah. It's
Like-
that part of the night.
Uh-huh.
So it's nighttime. There's a balcony. It's actually the same scene where we started and we saw Maximilian standing out. And this is us talking privately at this night. All right. I think it's just gonna be us two who are there. So let's do stealing time together. So let's bring us over there. And somehow I didn't bring myself over there because I'm dumb. So this is how we came. So how did we come to be stealing time together?
I feel like it's sort of near the I think Aiden is sort of just chilling like on the balcony of this sort of like after party after this celebration.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's where you find me in a secluded location.
Okay. Did we notice anything new?
I don't think so, just because it's right after the last game
You didn't
temporarily.
declare what was new about you from your original
Okay.
thing, and neither did Eric. So you should both do that, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, what
So what do I notice about you?
I think what you notice about me is that
Slash, what have I heard?
I think what have you heard is more interesting. I think you have heard that the landowners have started to be a bit more aggressive in their takeovers in certain territories.
Okay. And on my own end, what have you heard? I haven't gotten into any trouble yet, which is scary. Because you know I must be planning something.
Yeah.
Is the what you have noticed. Is that if I'm here, nothing ain't nothing good's gonna happen. All right? But nothing yet. Nothing bad has as far as you are aware or being heard that my name is, written to.
Right.
Okay. So let's see, where do we start? We converse as you like naturally. Okay. So, while we're out here, I say, it's a fine wedding, is it not?
I'm not really the type for parties.
What are you the type for?
That is a good question.
Let me guess. Games of skill.
I fancy a game of skill.
I was right. I knew it. I could see. You're a card player. And, Okay, I got it. I know what I'm gonna do.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, I know where this goes to. So I could, you know how I could tell that parties were not your forte? You're stressed up too much. Look at all of your buttons, how they're all buttoned at the top. There's no place for yourself to breathe here. This isn't a military drill. This is a time for fun. Here, I loosen your clothing, may I? I'm going to unbutton your top button. At this point, also, I have relaxed my sleeve. Instead of wearing my long dress shirt, I have taken that off, and I'm wearing my under blouse with the sleeves rolled up. My brilliant cravat's still out.
I think the answer is you may, but only for a moment, and then I withdraw to a less charged distance.
Makes sense.
I would like to briefly interrupt here. Do you believe that there is a risk that you will be caught together? And if
Certainly.
so, then after any answer, you have to throw, and on a tails, you're discovered or exposed. I'm not going to implement it this time, but in the future, any player, including those of you involved in the scene, can say that you guys have to throw and see if someone walks in on this.
Sure.
Right.
So I just wanted to point out that rule. Please proceed.
All right. So I see you back up, and I apologize, and I say, I'm sorry. I didn't mean anything by it. But you look much better. You look more like you're at a wedding, and it's the evening. It's a hot night on. Is this Bantresh, the system? This is the planet proper, right? This is me in character. This is me talking. We're on Bantresh, like
Bantrol.
Or Bantrol. All right. Yeah. So it's the Bantrol system. There's a Bantrol planet. And you are the Bantresh. Sure. But I imagine there's other moons and planets and stuff too, but okay, that's where we're at. Okay. It's a hot night on the planet that bears the system's name.
Bantrol.
Ah, that's right. I'm feigning ignorance. When you say that, based on how well I can dance and know the customs here.
Right.
And I say, come close. I have something that I need to tell you that's important.
I sort of give you a quizzical look.
I dart my eyes up to a camera that's like maybe like we're in the periphery of, and I say like, I can't say this within the camera's voice, right? Like I'm insinuating that when I say that, so like I have to whisper this to you, right? So I want it to be like what do I do? I touch your ear, like I'm whispering into your ear. May I?
You may. I think I'm interested in what you have to say.
I know who's responsible for the attacks on the landownerships, the landowner convoys.
Interesting.
You're a landowner, right?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
How do you know this?
I never kiss and tell. I think that's also the point we need to flip.
Right.
So I'm gonna roll a d2. 2 is tails. 1 heads.
So you're good.
We're good right now.
Okay.
I mean, we can freely converse. It's not just me talking at you and you responding.
Yeah,
You can.
I'm thinking of an advance to make.
Yeah, we don't have to flip, but I thought that was that could have been a possible exit. And so,
Yeah, it's anytime you think it could be a possible end to the scene. And even the people who are playing the game can do that after any
Yeah.
answer.
So, I mean, you don't have to continue. If you have nothing else to say, we can end the scene. Right? I'm fine with ending it now, but I'm ceding the floor to you and Aiden to see if there's something you want to ask me.
I think
I won't tell you my source.
I think I just give you a stern look and I just say, "You're planning something." I touch your wrist, may I? I like grab you.
You may not, and I break off and depart.
Oof.
think at that time
Perfect.
Mhm.
I'm walking by and my landowner comrade, like I see the last exchange and I like like, is there a problem?
Yeah, I'm the one who leaves first then, right? So like
Yeah.
I bow to you, respectively. No, I like tip my hat. I guess I do that like hat tip thing, and as I can carry off, and then you do the double take, kind of like, oh, you saw me talking to him. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Like maybe you
So
walk past me.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
I look quizzically at Aiden. Like we don't know each other very well, so just kind of like a
Yeah, we're like from separate companies.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So is this a new scene?
No, I think it's just the end of
Oh, that's
this.
just the end?
It's
Okay.
like,
Well,
it being
unless
like,
unless
no
Drummer
problem.
Boy also
Yeah.
wanted to
Yeah, drummer, you could,
would have an
That's
option
true.
to start
It's
one
up to
here
you.
if you wanted
yeah.
to.
Do you want to trigger a scene now?
sure, maybe I'll like
Or you could do something different, or yeah.
Because we can jump ahead in time any amount.
We can jump ahead, we can do flashbacks, it's all on the table.
Is it possible to ask him a quick question and like in this scene and then depart into another?
Sure.
Yeah, we just sort of play it by ear.
Sure.
So I'd like walk over and ask you like, hey, what's up? I saw like I only saw the last part of it where like grabbed her wrist and like pulled away and like left.
Yeah, I think I redo the top button on my uniform and I'm like, he's up to something, I can tell. I just don't know what.
Then I want to trigger a chase.
Ooh.
Oh, you're gonna chase me down in the party.
Yes.
Not
I
like
love it.
Not like an action chase, but like you're going through the crowd and I'm like,
Yeah, that's still a chase.
Yep.
Cool.
And you'll notice in the chase that there are some options that don't make sense for going through a party, but you can always
we can reskin them.
Reskin them, exactly. And obviously you guys are going to be on foot. And not,
Cool. So we set this up. So obviously I'm the quarry and you are the hunter. So only you and your chosen partner play. So it's going to be us two. Choose which of the hunter. Okay, we already did that. Ask your partner how the chase came about. We don't have to. I feel like we just fictionally established it. During the chase, anyone may ask any details. All right. So the quarry conducts the chase. So I will lead you through these things. We're not in our mobile frames. Obviously, we're still in our stuff.
So are there still people around? Is there like a crowd?
Yeah, this is
This
literally
is
the evening. Him trying to find me in the party.
Some people have gone home. Maybe the crowds are thinner than they were earlier, I suspect. But yeah, this is still a party.
So I feel like Max and I have a history. By reputation, like more how much of a swindly dirtbag I can be, and so him talking, so that's probably why you're chasing me down, and I don't want to talk to you, so I'm evading.
Oh
you.
yeah, and
so that I feel like that's the reason why it's happening.
You need to answer what we noticed about you. What have you heard?
Oh yeah.
From your initial opening game of solitaire, and any additional games of solitaire you may have played while waiting on other people.
So when I was scouting and touring through the region with my guides, I was struck by Ventrell's vistas and untamed beauty. So maybe Jacob's maybe the leader of the guides that were guiding my small entourage, just like kind of going from place to place, and like they seemed sketchy, like they seemed like, okay, move along, or like we get to a vista and I want to stay there, I want to look, but they shuffle us along really quickly. So I think that's maybe I noticed something off about the landscape. So
Well,
maybe
it's
he was
what does Jacob notice about you?
what
So
does Jacob notice about me? Oh,
yeah. So in this scenario, I would say that or what has he heard about you? So if he was associated with those guides in some way, then maybe he had heard from them that you had been taking these tours.
That makes sense. Yeah.
If that makes sense.
and maybe he's seen. Maybe he kind of has an inkling, like since he passed me, and we gave each other like a look. He's seen my eyes. My eyes are piercing blue. So he's like kind of got a beat. Like if he sees me following him, then he knows something's up.
Okay. What have you heard about me? I think it's very similar to Sci-Fi, to Aiden. You know that wherever I go, trouble follows. So, you most of all, I think even more than Aiden, know of my other scandals and swindles in other places. I imagined
I think you're charming. I just think you're a dick.
Yeah. I have literally sold people to colonize crappy planets to get money. I do those types of schemes and stuff.
That's a big move, Jacobin.
Yeah, or like Bernie Madoff investment swindle things, running off with your money kind of stuff. Like that's what I do. Yeah, so let's do this chase here. I know this ground well. Follow me if you dare, but throw. On tails, you're plunging heedlessly into danger and need not choose any admissions during the chase after all. I am going over and navigating through the Bantresh sector, or the Bantresh family parts of this place, knowing that a landowner, trying to furiously push his way through these things might be a little, socially not right.
I'm picturing like if he messes this up, like where you like collide with the waiter and the tray goes flying. That whole scene.
Yeah. So this is like difficult terrain for you socially because you are a landowner hanging out. Like obviously they're like these houses together and friendly and all, but because of the pushing through and trying to get your way through this part is kind of like I think tricky. So roll a d2. 1 is heads, 2 is tails. On tails, you're plunging heedlessly into danger. I need not choose any admission during the chase. So now we continue. So I have to do. So by the way, I never actually read the full conducting of the chase. I lead you through 4 challenges and admissions. Choose freely. However, the third one must be an admission. So since I had that one, I no longer has to be an admission. I press through a thorny briar. Follow me if you want, but throw. On tails, you're tangled and torn and must extract yourself. Obviously, the Bantresh guys are not brawling, but they're obviously having an argument about something. Obviously related somewhat politically. And this is the representative of the thorny briar. I nod and I carouse a little bit and hanging out with them, and then I see you trying to follow me, and let's see what happens.
I think it was super noticeable when I bumped into the dude with the drink tray, and it's like, oh, damn it.
Yeah, like, oh, gotta go again.
And exactly like that. I love it. I'm picturing. I don't know why, but for some reason, I'm picturing the animation style from Road to El Dorado.
Yeah, I can see that. And there's definitely so I think I might tell those guys, they're like, huh, that landowner's making a scene as I peace out. And
I'm still my shoulders drenched in whatever alcohol we were drinking.
Yeah.
So do I roll again?
Yep. You roll again.
Oof.
On tails, you're tangled and torn and must extract yourself, and I gain a coin. So what does this look like? You tell me. So these big kind of Bantresh people come up to, obstruct your way to me. So what does that look like?
Mm-hmm. Like when you go down sort of a isolated hallway, and I'm like, yes, I got him. But then as I get up, there's a group of guys like come up in front of me because you told them that I'm following you,
Yeah.
and they just start questioning me. They're
Or
like,
I don't
"Hey,
I don't
what
I
are you
don't
doing?"
tell hold on. I don't tell them that you're following me. I tell them that you're causing a scene and then I leave.
Yeah, maybe as I'm going, like it looks like I'm gonna leave, so
Yeah.
they're confronting me because I'm causing a scene at a Bantrosh
Yeah.
wedding.
Exactly.
As a landowner.
Oh, it seems like that. And yeah, like I'm like, sorry to bother your night, lads, but it seems like this gentleman over here seems to be causing a little bit of a ruckus. It's like,
Mhm. And I'm just like I'm saying sorry and stuff, but I'm still
Yeah.
drenched in alcohol. Maybe some alcohol poured onto one of the lesser bridesmaids.
Yeah, so you have to like,
They're like and like cleaning themselves off, and
Yeah.
I'm just like, oh god.
yeah, you're like,
Oh, boy.
yeah, you're apologizing really a lot, and then you can't really get away,
Yeah.
and it's just embarrassing for you. Totally.
Mhm.
Okay. So I got 2 more.
And your third one must be an admission.
No, because
Also,
my first
right?
challenge
Yep.
overrides that.
I thought
Yep.
it says except the third one must be an admission.
Right,
Yeah, but
there's one of
Read the first challenge question.
One of the challenge questions. If
Oh, you need not choose any admissions during the
mhm,
case.
mhm,
Gotcha.
mhm.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
That's a winning right there.
I scramble up a steep incline. Follow me if you can keep up, but throw. On tails, the way is exhausting and I gain a coin. I think this is fictionally me going upstairs to where the, I think it's, I want to say it's like the women's bathroom, or like not the women's bathroom, but like it's like the bridal parties stuff is what I'm thinking is up there.
So
I'm just going up
Yeah,
like
throw
the
again.
parlor stairs up to there, right?
come on, no Emmy. Yeah.
Yeah, it's cool. So so you see me going up those stairs and you follow me up there, right? You gain no, you don't gain a coin, right?
Just that you don't gain a coin.
It's just that I don't gain a coin.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, he
What
only
is this?
gets coins
Yeah.
during admissions. Which
Well,
is
man, that's super good that I don't have to give an admission then.
yeah, it's actually
it's
like
really, really good.
really busted.
Maximilian's just kind of like he's not
Yeah.
he's not a subtle chaser.
I leapt over nothing and make a hard and precarious landing. Follow me if you dare, but throw. On heads, you gain 1 coin. On tails, though, you barely catch yourself. You're clinging on with all your strength, and the chase ends now with you at my mercy. You are standing in front of 2 doors.
It's like, and
They are closed.
Yeah, maybe can I hear you behind them, or can I hear?
You hear people behind them scurrying around. You don't know which one it is. Maybe you
So
do,
maybe-
and that could
maybe
maybe you
there's,
explain if you win why that is a certain way.
Are there
But,
multiple doors? So if I pick the wrong one,
I
it's
thought
like-
if you leap out over nothing,
So this is
Like-
no. Both here's the thing.
I was picturing like some badass thing where you like leap across a balcony.
No, I'm committing a social faux pas, which I will explain should the door open.
Mm.
That is leaping over nothing.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh.
Throw.
So you can choose to not open the doors.
Which is
I'm
interesting.
compelled to.
Yes.
If he gets heads, he gains a coin.
So,
and ties
Follow me if you dare. You know I'm in the bridal parties part. Maybe you don't, but that's where we are. And this is societally dangerous territory. If you want to pursue, you have to choose one of these doors, or you can walk away.
What happens if I walk away?
Ultimately,
The chase ends.
I have more coins than you, and ultimately, I would win. The chase.
Well, at
However,
any time,
yeah.
if you walk away, the coin just
Disappears.
ends, and the coins don't
If it
matter.
ends
But
by the,
but should
coin
you
chooses
but-
from
should you pursue me, you have a chance on heads to gain a coin. However, on tails, you are at my mercy. So, if you win with the coin, then you get me. If you have more coins, if you have as many coins as me, then we must choose one of the ending the chase outcomes where it's a problem. However, if I have more coins than you, I break away and escape. It all comes to whether or not you choose to open these doors or not.
I
What
think
do you do?
I'm rolling the ideas over in my head, and like my hand reaches for the doorknob and maybe like grazes it slightly,
Mm-hmm.
and then I think better of it and just walk away.
And I zip away.
Okay.
Yeah.
And we
Kind of like cursing under my breath, kind of thing. Like,
Yeah. We pan over to through the door, and you see a half-dressed bride lady, or like part of the gown, and I'm just like,
Yeah.
And that's the chase.
I'm basically just cursing you under my breath and like, stupid freaking bad trash piece of trash.
All right.
I'm not even band trash. That's the best part.
Who's next?
Maybe I think you are.
Yeah, well, I behave like I am.
Yeah.
I'm very comfortable here.
You're rebellious.
Yeah.
Revolutionary.
I've got a scene.
Mhm.
I'm
Thank
going
you
to
for that, by the way. That was fun.
Yeah, thanks.
I'm going to meet sword to sword with Aiden,
Oh,
and this is a few days later.
meeting sword to sword is my favorite game out of
Decide-
all the micro
This is a
games.
good game.
Oh, it's such
Decide
a good
how
game.
the two of you came to be standing alone, sword to sword. I think we're in our mobile frames.
Hell yeah.
So, Sci-Fi, tell us, how did you guys get there?
Let's see. What faction are you again?
I'm from the Bantresh.
Okay, so
I've also been
think-
like leading raids, so
Yeah. I think one of these I think it's I think I have gotten like reports of like a potential like raid, sort of like enemy scouts on the horizon almost. And then we come to meet in sort of this open valley in our giant robots with the swords.
Sweet. During the duel, anyone can ask for details about the location and circumstances. What do you notice about each other? What have you heard?
Has anything changed since the last time we asked you this question?
I was kicked out of the wedding.
Ooh.
Yeah, a
Like-
few days have gone by, so
Yeah, and like there was rumor that I was kicked out of the wedding.
Oh my.
Interesting. I think what you have heard is that that despite being sort of a bumbling dancer, Aiden Burnsides is a force to be reckoned with behind the controls of a mobile frame.
Oh. All right. To open the duel, ask a leading question. The better with the sword begins. So on a scale of 1 to 10, how good your sword fighting?
I would say his sword fighting is pretty good in a mobile frame, but not so good outside of one.
All right, I'll let you go first then.
Okay.
I'm like a 7 out of 10 in general, but if you're in a mobile frame, sure. Then,
We could throw a coin for it.
yeah.
yeah, sure. Why not? Let's make it interesting. That's
Sure. I will call dibs on 2 on the 1d2.
sure.
That's 1ds.
Oh, whoops. Yep, that's not
One Dark Souls 2.
1 Dark Souls 2,
Yeah.
please.
my way to rig the roll.
Ah,
got it.
still you.
All right.
Oh, maybe you're just having a bad.
So-
You were just flourishing your success.
So we go back and forth asking these leading questions until after the 3rd, and then at any time after that, someone can ask a closing question.
Nice. What do we need to do?
I love this game so much.
Yeah. I touch you, cutting you along the rib or across the arm, so like across the torso of your or arm of your suit. Do you withdraw and run, or do you rejoin the fight?
Describe your mobile frame suits. What does this
Yeah.
look
So
like? Cinematic
yeah.
bullshit.
yeah, no, the
Black bars come across the top and bottom of the screen.
Indeed, yes. So mine is like a large, like red.
It's the phoenix with the wings, right?
Yes, it's the phoenix with the wings. So it's like red, and it has like gold trimming to it, as well as like purple eyes, like a purple visor for eyes, and it's got like wings that can sprout out and like fire missiles or light up with like yellow and purple light.
Mm.
And it's bipedal.
Nice. My mech is sort of this like very stocky, sort of militaristic looking one. Very like muted colors, sort of a dark brown or sort of grayish, with a bright purple visor, and it is like armed to the teeth with just all this weaponry. It's got dual pistols. It's got like grenades on the side of its belt. It's got 2 beam sabers.
Wow.
Only one of which is being wielded currently. And that's what my
Nice.
mech looks like. So your question was cutting across the arm to. I think I rejoined the fight,
Sure. Yeah.
and I think you're. I think I sort of lean to the side of your blow, so it just sort of glances the arm, leaving it functional. And my leading question is I need to find my favorite leading question in this game.
There's a lot of good leading questions.
There are.
Yeah, here we go. I thrust and you barely turn it. A fraction slower and you'd been cut through. Does it exhilarate you or chill you?
I think it exhilarates me. I think like I managed to just barely duck out of the way, and for a brief moment he's like, yes, this is why I fight. This is why I feel alive, even if it is like this terrible landowner who's taking everything from me. It's like, this is my chance to get it all back, and all I need to do is kill him and everyone like him.
That easy task.
Yeah, it's fine. Oh boy. You thrust perilously close to my face. Do you cut me? Where?
That's very interesting with a giant robot. Because what's on a giant robot's face?
Sparks fly.
I think I do cut you, and I knock out your mech's left camera. The left eye of your mech's face.
Nice.
We lock swords, and your mouth is near my ear. What do you say? So I think I sort of push up as a follow-up strike, and we're sort of in that like test of strength, that classic Star Wars moment, but we're in giant robots.
Yep, exactly. The swords are bearing at each other.
Yeah.
And you have that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think I just kind of shout at you across my comms. I'm like, nowhere is safe for you, you thieving scum.
Are you just gonna take that?
Yeah, I mean, I'm in the zone, man. Don't talk
right.
shit to me.
And then so I think like I press forward and I pierce your side, but in doing leave myself open to a return stroke. Do you deliver it?
Closing question.
Ooh. Pierce. I think you do pierce my side, which is quite near to where the mech's cockpit is.
Sure.
Which is a wee bit nerve-wracking. But I think I do deliver the follow-up strike, and I think I slash my beam saber at your mech's arm, which is
Okay.
expended.
Yeah, and I think it just like the arm goes flying, and yeah, and then I think after that I withdraw.
So I get to ask a closing question then.
No, that was a closing question, right?
Oh, it was?
Well,
Yeah.
Well,
I mean,
either you
some
can choose-
closing
yeah.
questions might
It
allow the
was.
duel continue, which I
Yeah.
think would.
No,
be
yeah, it was a closing
here,
question.
but
Yeah.
he said that he withdrew, so
Yeah,
I think it ends.
I was mistaken. I thought that was a leading question. That was,
Oh, so
but yeah,
No problem.
that's the duel. I cut off your arm. Haha, have at you.
yeah, as you have like a close brush with death. Excellent.
Really, I love giant robot fights for the same the reason that cutting off an arm isn't as bad as getting poked in your side, because that's where
Right?
you're sitting. Like,
hmm
Awesome. Thank you. That was fun.
And then I think it was your turn.
I think
Sarah, you
everyone
had that.
has a yes. My idea
you
was
hadn't done a
meeting,
thing.
my idea was meeting sword to sword, but that was just done. So I think I'm going to choose a different game.
Mm.
But I really love mech fights, so I think
You gonna chase after
time for a free for all.
Oh,
Oh.
fuck!
My second
Free for all.
free for all.
Super
Choose your
Smash Bros. Yeah.
All right.
Oh gosh.
Here we
Everyone
go.
plays.
Everyone plays. Everyone's characters meet in your mobile frames to do battle. Ask your
So-
partners where the free for all takes place.
So you still choose one partner who's going to be the person that answers that question is where this is taking place. Who are you choosing for that partner?
I will choose you, Kelsa.
Sure. Yeah, maybe we should take a break before this game because this game is going to be long, and we're almost at an hour.
Okay. I mean,
Yeah.
do we?
Sure.
I want to play it through. I want to play it through. I'd rather play
Yeah.
it through.
You could do the first couple moves and then cliffhanger it at a cool
So
moment.
the
Alright,
free for all mimics the dance game where we all get to do 2 moves and then
Which
match.
is also
Except now we're dancing with swords.
yes,
Exactly.
Have you noticed
So
meeting sword to
Where-
sword has a lot of parallels to other games too?
I know it's such an A+ game. I love everything about it. All 5 of us are fighting in our mobile frames to do battle. I think this takes place at a... You know what? Fuck it. This is like an event.
Like an air show?
Yeah, like an air show. Exactly. This is the galaxy-wide broadcast. We are definitely not at war. Look at our friendly mech fighting games.
Oh, it's a friendly mech fighting game. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. That is kind of like
Void
our
of
show
subtext.
of good face to the world. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, exactly. That's why we're all here and that's why we're all fighting.
Games in terms of like gladiatorial combat of mechs.
Yes.
I like this.
Exactly.
So this is like high over the city or something.
The
Oh,
Bantrol
yeah. Oh, I
system
love
is
that.
not
I
at
mean,
war.
well, can
or like
everybody's
outside.
mech fly? Because I don't know if Leopard Prince.
Oh,
can
then
fly.
maybe
No,
it
he
can.
probably can. Maybe he can. I don't
It
know.
can. It
He
can.
takes crazy.
I think it should.
leaps.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
What do you notice about each other? What have you heard? Is your mech like repaired from last time? Sci-fi? Since first
Is Sci-Fi your
Yeah.
partner?
well, yeah, this is his
yeah,
name.
because this is my
I'm his partner.
yes. So it's me and Kelsa saying what we've noticed about each other,
Mhm.
but I guess. My mech is repaired. The cockpit is patched up, brand spanking new, thanks to the very rich mechanics the landowners own. You can't even tell.
Perfect. What you have heard is that since her, this is probably like weeks, maybe even a month after the wedding, just to put it in perspective. And what you've heard is that in the intervening time, Leopard Prince has become like even more active, like redoubled efforts in as far as skirmishes against landowners and rebels alike. Basically, just it seems that she's like stepped up her game, I guess you could say.
Right, I gotcha. Okay. So we will move into conducting the free-for-all. Go around the table, each of you gets 2 turns, and I, being the person who selected this game, get to go first. On your turn, choose an enemy player's character and give them a challenge. They answer it freely. So,
Who do you pick?
Kelso, which character are you?
Me, I am Amzel Batherton. My mech is a giant panther like Zoidtron.
Right. I like Zoidtron as like the combination of Voltron and the Zoids from Power Rangers.
Exactly. That's exactly what it is.
Zoidberg.
Zoidberg.
That's different.
Yeah, that's someone else's Zoidtron.
Yeah, no, but like it's the kind of thing where like it like digs its claws in the ground and like a huge gun pops out of its back.
Oh,
You know?
sick.
Perfect. I picture it perfectly. So the thing that I mentioned about my mech but haven't used yet is that it has dual pistols, and they are huge, gigantic revolvers. So I open fire on you, pounding you with everything I've got. Can your frame take it? How?
Brilliant. So yes. I think one of the features of leopard prints is some cutting edge technology that is specific to the Baffertons. Like, we own all of the patents on this, and it is like a force projector, like force shield, like a bubble that springs out around the mech. It is actually only possible because of the crystalline ventricle that powers the batteries that can make this force projection.
Nice. I
Ooh.
like it.
Nothing else can do it. So yeah, so as you pound and open fire, like this little bubble like expands out from the cat mech, and it just there's like there's like hatch on the top of it. This one is on the top of its head, and like a little like satellite dish like pops out, and the beam like spreads the beam of this force projection that takes the brunt of the fire.
I love it. It's like an AT field from Evangelion. I love it. Oh, someone else's turn.
I'm looking at this. Okay, sure. I was gonna go with the stream order, but I'll do it.
It just says go around the table.
I typically I end up doing it. Whoever asked the question asks the next one
Gotcha.
Sure.
with who you target. Seems to work.
Okay. Yeah. So I think after that, I duck away from Aiden's mech, and and like gallop on my 4 legs around, and I think it is Jacobin that I come up on. Oh yeah. So as I'm running around the arena, I climber up on something and take a flying leap across the landscape. I fall out of the sky like a hunting bird. Do you survive my attack? How?
I survive because as you crash into where my mech is, that's an illusion. I have a holographic display of where my mech is. and you see my mech kind of like reappear, like out of like emerging like out of the like where the cover and mountain kind of side is, and you see me like decloak, and I'm gonna say to you, you're gonna have to do better than that. I don't know that's you. Do I know that's you in the mech? Do I think it's still the air?
Do you want to know?
No. I say it on the comms. I say I have to do
Okay.
better than that. And what's your brother's name? The air? Because that's what I call out. Cause that's what I think it is.
But he's not actually the heir. Is the funny
Yeah.
part. Oh shit! Now I need to think of someone else's name.
It doesn't matter. You know, I say it's your brother, right? I say it's not. You have to do better than that.
Sure.
Amzel's brother, right?
Yeah, his name is.
Do you respond?
Gregor.
Gregor. Like so. So do you reply to that, knowing that I'm mistaken? This isn't my challenge. This is just I want to know.
Yes. Yeah. I think. Does she recognize your voice?
Probably. Yeah. You know it's my voice.
Yeah. I think she's gonna say, in like a tight beam communication, so it comes through differently than your standard communication. And so like it's more like an intimate whisper, and she says, "Guess again, Jacobin." Or
Nice.
Jacob.
Yeah.
Sorry. 'cause
Yeah,
that
and
was how
then
you
you.
introduced yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so then you. Yeah. Okay.
Mhm.
Awesome. So.
And like you see like the mech like turn around towards where you actually are after landing through the illusion. Yeah.
Let's see. I keep to cover. Circling with tactical precision, I'm almost impossible to spot. I re-engage my cloaking. Only maybe this time I make another like illusionary double. Only now there's like two. And so I say, you know, over the comms, like, all right, guess which one's the real one when it's neither of them, right?
Ooh, so is that to me?
Yeah, it's back at you.
Which one was that? Here we go.
Yeah.
Do I see you coming? How?
Mhm. This could be also the moment of if you go after them, then I decloak as I try to punch you, and that could be the point where you come in or not, whatever you wanted to play, right?
So yeah,
or I'm hiding.
I
right?
think it's like a double feint, like where she now knows that she's going to be going after an illusionary target, and
Yeah.
so like her real attack is planted as like a response to you coming in. So like she pounces again at what looks like one of the mechs, and immediately like rears up on her front legs in order to kick out backwards at the angle that you're actually
where I'm
coming
actually
from.
approaching you.
Exactly.
Okay. Cool.
And then I think we should cut over to someone else since I
Yeah,
did one. I want to save my last question for later.
Likewise.
It's all good. But I am going to target you, Amzel. Sorry. I get the drop on you and hit you with a roaring jet of flame, steel meltingly hot. Can your frame take it? How?
Oh, dang. Is this like right after I mule kick? Oof. All right.
Maybe this saves me.
Yeah.
Right? Maybe I stop as I see that. I'm like, oh, that was close.
Yeah. Oh, man. So I think my frame takes it the same way I survived before. You pour this flaming hot on there, and the little hatch opens up and a force projection comes out, but it's still hot even through the force projection because it can't hold it off that far.
Yeah.
And so like it's like ruining her force projection mechanism.
Yeah,
But
my
so
mech has
she-
like thrust rockets, and they just basically swivel forward and like launch fire at you.
Mhm. And like eventually like it's like scrambling sideways, she gets out from under that and runs away. That's a near thing.
I got you. Yep, that's me. Ooh, that leaves Maximilian.
Yeah, I haven't gone yet. I think as you two are fighting, you hear like this ungodly noise above you. Because as my mech flies, it's a giant organ. It's the wind passing through the pipes.
Yeah.
Causes just this dissonant, crazy scream. And you start to hear like counterpoint notes of a Bach sonata, just like raining down. And I've launched my my counterpoint missiles out of my pipes, and they're coming down in notes and raining a barrage of rockets down on you out of nowhere. Can you escape them, and how?
Who are you? I mean, who is the you in this?
Yeah,
who
who are
just,
you
Is it
targeting?
me?
who just attacked Kelsa?
I did.
Okay, it's you then.
No. No, I think I take like a barrage of rockets.
As they hit you, they kind of like they come in with one pitch, but they burst. Like when they hit you, they're made of brass, so they
Yeah.
cause a bell noise at a different interval than what
Oh
they
my
were, like a
God.
complementary interval.
Yeah, and I think like I pull a lever and like I eject out of my mech. But it's basically like decimated my rocket fire, or at least like, turned into this smoking heap. And like I just hit the ground and I tumble away into like some brush or something like that. So
Cool.
Nice. Okay. Who goes next?
It's up to anyone, right?
Yeah.
Ooh, whoever wants to.
Okay then. I know what I'm going to do then. So I disengage and I'm going to go back over Max. All right. And no, I'm sorry. No, this is actually what I do. It's actually going to be highlight. I'm going after Kendril, and this is why.
okay.
So Kendril,
who's out of his mech.
yeah.
Okay.
Because this is what I do. I light you up with sensors and comms. Specifically, I mention to so I spoke to Aiden, so it has to be to Aiden. That's what it is. So Aiden, you hear over the channels as I'm signaling you over these comms and be like, this is the one who hurt who has been raiding those convoys.
Ooh.
Right. I don't know if that's true or not. I assume it's so. I assume it's true.
Either way, that's interesting.
So, but it's technically, this is a question to Kendril, right?
Sure.
So I where is it about signals and I hold back, lighting up you with sensors and comms, zeroing you in for my allies. Are you able to evade? That is my.
Ooh.
Basically, Aiden, I'm telling you, this is the person that's been doing this stuff. Is this still a friendly, or are you going to make this personal? Right?
Yeah,
Like
I
that's,
think.
So.
I think I do evade. I think because like
how?
Oh God, that's. I think because I get the hell out of there. Like I get out of the pod and I'm just like hoofing it, and somehow I take cover. Like, oh gosh. I mean, maybe I don't. Yeah, no, I don't think I do. I think I'm still stuck I'm stuck in the pod, or like I can make a run for it, but I can't get away that quickly.
Does your mech have like an ejector?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does it have a little mech inside of it?
Do you just like
Babushka mech.
do you just eject the cockpit or something like that?
Yeah, that's
He'd
kind of
already
what I
ejected
did
the cockpit.
to get
Oh,
out.
okay.
Yeah.
You
So
gotta, like, pry
yeah.
open that hatch.
Okay, so maybe it's not. Maybe you're vulnerable.
Yeah, so I'm there like prying myself out of my
Yeah.
smoking, smoldering cockpit.
Yeah, and like,
Mm.
I mean, I don't care if you die, but it's more of a question now to Aiden and such.
Hmm.
Ooh,
But it's not Aiden's turn, so
It's
that
true.
was my second
Well,
question.
it could be.
It could be.
Yeah. Right.
But I'm still thinking of what I want my second challenge to be. So someone
I
else
would like to take my second move.
go for
Yeah.
it.
Please do.
As I'm trying to like pry myself out, I'm just like, damn it, and I look back, and there's there's Maximilian's mech, which just rained down its rockets upon me.
Yeah, out of
And-
the pipe organs.
Yeah, and so like I like hit the panel in my cockpit and it just comes up with this thing. It's like initiating Ash protocol, and like the heap of my mech just like basically goes into burn mode, and lights up and launches some missiles out of it. So I'm using the I do blank
Yeah.
as this
yeah.
one. And can you dodge it,
The
Maximilian?
diva maneuver. It
Um,
has a destruction attack.
I can't dodge it, but I might be able to deflect it. I like my chest cavity opens up where the heart of the organ, where the pipe organ is,
Sure.
and like bursts out this huge blast of like just low frequency energy to try and like knock the missiles off course. I don't know if it works completely though. Maybe I get damaged, or like, because I'm using so much power to do this, my flight gets like I can't fly anymore. I need to like free fall
Okay.
to do
Yeah,
this.
yeah, that's pretty cool.
And like I can only do that once ever. Like that's
Yep.
that's a recharge for weeks kind of weapon.
Yeah, yeah.
Nice.
That's awesome.
Hmm.
Good shit.
That's me.
Yep. I'm out of questions. Who still has questions?
I have a
Me.
question, and I think Kelsa does.
Hmm.
And I think
Okay.
you don't. Wait, you don't have a question, Andrew?
I have one more.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think you.
Okay, so
So the
us
three of you still have questions.
Yeah, Eric and I are the only ones who have used all of ours.
Yeah. Good job, Aina.
Like I'm falling out of the sky, so I don't think I can react to stuff just right yet.
I mean, there is one that starts with "I fall out of the sky."
That's literally true. I think I'll go. After the previous fire barrage and all my force projector being messed up, I'm running, which is incredibly fast. I am actually rushing at Jacob again. I rush at you faster than you believe. Can you react in time and get away? How? Otherwise, I'm jumping on you like 4 paws. That's you, Eric.
I know. I'm thinking.
Think louder.
So. Pause.
4 of them.
We could take a break at this moment.
No. I think you hit me.
Commercial break.
No, I don't think. I think you get me. I think you get me, but I think you get me in a way that's right where I want you.
Ooh.
So of course I know this was going to take some damage, but I think this opens you up to. I guess we can't really. I mean, it's not my turn. I can't fire a question back at you.
It's true.
But,
You can't. You won't be able to.
But so.
But I think it leads us to something later after this.
Yeah.
Scene, though.
Yeah. I think.
I agree.
I think
So
we're
you
both.
guys
I think we're
sort of-
both like smirking, like you think you got me, and I'm like,
We're
haha, she
both
thinks
like,
I got me.
I got you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and that's what you think, and then we cut over.
Yeah, maybe you guys fight to a stalemate. Who knows?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, I have my last question.
Okay.
So, Kelsa, this is gonna be good.
Uh-oh. Remember, I'm I'm also on Eric.
Yep. So what
Okay.
happens is everyone else has done cool things with their mech so far. So now it's my turn. The exterior frame of my mech begins to glow a bright blue as my reactor's output just vents all the power it can at once. And the visor, we get an inside view of the cockpit, and it says Ares system activated. And I just run at you with 2 beam sabers burning red hot. I rush you. I'm faster than you'd believe. Can you react in time and get away, and how?
Yes.
Yeah.
I see the reflection of you running at me in I am staring through my cockpit down through the cockpit of Jacob's mech. And we're like both kind of smirking at each other, and I can see the reflection of you running towards us in his cockpit. And so like I kick off of Jacob, pushing your mech. So like Jacob's mech goes one way and I go the other, and like you land between us with your dual swords.
It's a good thing I had both swords out then.
Yeah,
for these 2 targets.
But now like we're separated and you're in the middle with both swords like digging into the ground and like
I love it. I love it. And now
Nice.
we are to the last question of the free-for-all.
So I've been falling out of the sky for quite a while, and I finally land with you guys. Just thudding. Where is that question? I fall out of the sky like a hunting bird. Do you guys survive my fall, and how?
You have to pick one of us that you're specifically landing on.
Yeah. Who were you attacking?
Like, you guys are all like clumped up though, right?
No, we're just far enough away from each other that we're not.
Yeah, we're sort of
at
arm's length.
Mm-hmm.
We're
in the
each
woods.
occupying our
Yeah,
own
and he's
5
gone
foot
somewhere.
square.
Like, he's left his mech behind long ago.
Yeah.
You'd think that you'd be able to target more than one of us, but
Yeah.
actually mechanically you
Maybe it's just whoever takes the brunt of this attack.
can.
Like I just kind of fall. Are you guys? How many people are in the area right now?
So
Well,
it's
I'm still
in
in the
the
battlefield,
middle-
but not me.
yeah, in the middle is Aiden, and then Jacob has got pushed off to one side, and Emzel is off on the other side. I feel like Jacob is not on his feet, whereas Aiden and Emzel are.
Okay.
Um,
So I'm gonna roll a d2 because I'm falling, just free falling. 1 is Kelsa, 2 is Cypher.
Okay.
Sorry, Cypher.
Aha, Aiden.
You know what?
And that sucks
think-
because like you're the only other landowner in the group right now. I'm just like,
Yeah, I think I am able to withstand it. I think because my mech is in this like super high power mode, I think what happens is I take significant damage, but I think I just sort of let you land on me.
Ouch.
I come over the comms. I'm like, thanks, man. I would have died.
All right.
Does it make like an like I imagine it makes a smushed accordion sound as you come down.
Like a smushed accordion sound, and you can see like overlay. It's like a holographic marble statue face comes up over like where my head would be. Just like actually mouth moves. It's like thank you.
Oh, that's cool.
brilliant.
All right.
Now we take a break.
Now, well, I have to choose an end to the free for all.
Oh, we have to decide this as a group, actually.
I thought it was
Do you want to take a break and then choose the end when we
No,
get done?
when everyone- no.
When it comes
No,
back
the-
to your third turn, choose
The
an
game,
actual battle.
the game
Oh,
setup,
okay.
the game
choose the
setupper does it.
Yeah, so
You're right,
it's,
I'm sorry.
I choose. Yeah, it's when it comes around to my third turn.
By
You know
the
what?
end,
Okay. Yeah, the fight's explosive. We do an enormous amount of damage to the landscape and to the city around us. When the fight ends, us three are still standing, and everyone else is lucky to have survived at all.
Yep. And we all just made 1 million credit units in advertising on off-world streams of this battle.
It's like, yo, dude, you got that mech fight on TV?
All the space
Yep.
bits.
Yeah.
Space Sunday,
So
Space
many.
Sunday, Space Sunday.
Exactly.
You bought the whole seat, but all you need is the edge. And all right,
You have
You
these
don't
people,
even
like,
need the seat when you're in zero gravity.
You have like people that bought tickets to like be like a VR screen of our
Yeah.
mechs. So, like,
Totally.
sure. Cool, awesome. All right then, let's get ready to go to our break. So we'll be back, guys, in 6 minutes. See you on the other side.